and, well, allow us to welcome Nik Wallenda to Canada as he crosses over the border again, some 60% of the way or so through his walk. As he makes his way uphill, he'll be doing so in Canadian airspace. And for those of you wondering, especially on social media, Twitter and Facebook, yes, Nik Wallenda, in addition to that 40-pound balancing pole, is also traveling with his passport.
As we want to check in with his father now, Terry. Terry, it's Hannah and Josh. It would now be a good time to check in with Nik?
You know, I think Nik's ready to answer a couple of more questions.
Okay. Nik, tell us what has been most challenging for you thus far.
You know, that mist was thick, and it was hard to see at times. It's been a challenge, and it's all been visual more than anything. You know, it's so important, as in the earlier piece, that my vision, and I'm able to see and be able to focus. And it was very hard to focus. There was so much moving around me. Wind going one way, mist going another. It wasn't pretty, that's for sure. Very uncomfortable for a while. And that mist was, that wind was wild. You know, I'd heard all the stories, but to actually feel it, you know, it would come at me one way and then hit me from the front and then hit me from the back, and it was definitely quite a challenge, and you know, nothing that I wasn't prepared for, but more than I expected, that's for sure.
Nik, if this was a race, and make no mistake, it most certainly is not, but you'd be rounding that turn and making your way home. As you do that, I wonder, we've said, and it was all postulating, all theory, but that you did enjoy walking uphill as opposed to other parts of this walk. How is it as you make your way up to terra firma?
You know, I'm strained, I'm drained. You know, this is so physical, not only mental, but physical. And fighting that wind isn't easy. And my hands, actually at this point, feel like they're going numb. I feel like I'm getting weak. And, you know, I'm just looking at that prize on the other side. And, you know, that anticipation is building. And I just want to get in there. I want to get through that home stretch and hit that finish line.
And Nik, what is it that will carry you to that finish line?
You know, pure endurance. Endurance, and this audience that's here that I'm hearing at this point, I'm just starting to hear them, believe it or not. Those falls are so loud that until now I haven't been able to hear them. But I'm hearing them, and that's what will get me across to the other side.
And apparently they are hearing you as well.
What's up, Dad?
You're doing fine. Just
We have entered the last steps, but we have come to know is the final test. And this is where the training, the conditioning will pay off. We heard Nik himself just say he is drained. And who could blame him? Remember, he's been on the wire now for almost 25 minutes, but I can only imagine that adrenaline now will take him those final steps. As he kneels, he drops to a knee and smiles and points to the crowd, acknowledging them, exhorting him home. Again, emotionally and physically, what a struggle it might have been, but now, steps from home, steps from the loving embrace of his family, and steps from history.
Sam Champion has a bird's eye view of it all. Sam, what are you seeing?
I'll tell you, we are standing here on the platform, Hannah, as he is just making his final way, inching over. I am here with his beautiful family. His uncle Mike is holding the guide wire as he approaches the scissor lift. This is apparently a tradition, and you can see he's getting this smile on his face as he gets closer. that seeing Uncle Mike holding the tension on that wire lets him know that he's home. He's almost home. We have officials from Canada on the platform here who will be here to greet him. He will make his first connection with them, as is law. And he will kiss and hug and hold his beautiful family in just moments.
He has entered his 26th minute of the walk.
Sprinting to the finish.
And he breaks the tape. Nik Wallenda walking his way into history. I hope you were with us to see it all. It's not something you will see anytime soon. Nik Wallenda walking some 1,500 feet, becoming the first person to traverse Niagara Falls directly over the falls themselves, hugging his uncle and acknowledging the crowd, blowing kisses before beginning, well, the process of processing himself
A hug
into
for his
Canada.
uncle Mike, the NASA engineer who helped design and build this wire, was so instrumental in getting his precious family member safely across.